Arabic and other languages, but there's perhaps one individual who many locals say is no longer welcome here, the former Egyptian president, Hosni Mubarak.
Mubarak, we won't go from outside Sharm. We don't want staying here. Everybody don't want to stay here in Sharm. We go out, prison.
Since Tuesday, Mubarak has been sequestered at Sharm el-Sheikh's International Hospital, protected by rings of riot police. The locals here, many of them are very frustrated with the man who has ruled this country for nearly 30 years, who continues to maintain a large residence on the coast here in Sharm el-Sheikh, because they feel the political instability that has hurt tourism so much in recent months is largely to blame on their former leader, especially some of the negative attention that has come since it was announced that he's been detained at this hospital. Locals telling us they would prefer he be moved away somewhere else, perhaps to a prison in Cairo, anywhere but here in Sharm el-Sheikh. As for his wife, Suzanne, a local police commander tells us that she has been visiting her husband in the hospital. She was the only visitor who was allowed to see him, and then going back to the seaside estate every night to sleep. Ivan Watson, CNN, Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt.
Turning now to the latest on Libya. Human Rights Watch says pro-Gaddafi forces have been firing cluster bombs into residential parts of Misrata. A Libyan government spokesman tells CNN the charges are untrue. The accusations comes as an aid ship takes 1,200 migrants out of Misrata. An international aid group chartered a boat to take them from the war-torn port city to the rebel-held stronghold of Benghazi. Their demonstrators are calling for more airstrikes from NATO. Rebel troops say the fight could be lost without Western help. But a NATO summit ended without a commitment for the precision fighter jets the group's Secretary-General wants. With no end in sight to Libya's civil war, 3 world leaders came together to send a message to the country's embattled leader. And CNN's Jonathan Mann has more on that.
Gaddafi must go. U.S. President Barack Obama, U.K. Prime Minister David Cameron, and French President Nicolas Sarkozy are jointly urging Muammar Gaddafi to step down now. In a joint opinion article published in several world newspapers, they say it is unthinkable that someone who has tried to massacre his own people can play a part in their future government.
I do believe this letter, this op-ed means more NATO involvement. The UAE is involved. Qatar is involved. I think you're going to see the rebels pick up some military offensives in the future.
But Gaddafi shows no sign of backing down. The Trump strongman was shown Thursday driving through the streets of Tripoli as if in defiance. TV also broadcast Gaddafi
is in Libya. He is in the heart of the Libyans.
Meantime, government forces launched fresh attacks on the besieged port city of Misrata, while jets and anti-aircraft fire heard Friday over Tripoli. And rebel fighters in eastern Libya were gearing up for another offensive, hoping to retake the small but strategically important town of Al-Brega. And in Berlin, NATO foreign ministers met for a second day to debate strategy.